Hey everyone, we're back. It's Tuesday, May 5th, 2020. Did you guys have a great Monday? Did you guys do any fun Star Wars themed mindfulness activities? I heard from a few of you. I even had a student share with me a pretty cool like Star Wars yoga position document that I thought was super cool, and maybe I'll even share that with you guys. It was really cute. But anyways, I hope you guys had a really great May 4th. We're back for May 5th, and it's Tuesday, which means it's Tool Tuesday. But before we start, let's take out our breathing tool and let's calm ourselves and check in by using that 3 times. Remember to say the tagline in your head, I calm myself and check in with each breath. Okay, you guys ready? Let's go ahead and start. Last one. Good job, guys. Okay, let's do a really quick feelings check-in because you know how important I believe that is. I've got my 2 feelings ready, and my very first one is this guy, which Bella Rose has this feeling. We've talked about this one before, and it's insecure. Insecure has a few different meanings. Sometimes people feel insecure about themselves, like maybe they feel insecure about what they're wearing. They feel insecure about their hair. They feel insecure about the sound of their voice. But there's another way people feel insecure too, is like when you're not feeling safe or you're feeling unsure, uncomfortable, you just don't really feel good. And I have a friend who invited me to spend some time with them. I think feeling like some things are being lifted and people are going out more. And I think still social distancing, but just kind of more in-person stuff. And so I was invited to spend time with that person. And I'm feeling, honestly, you guys, a little insecure about it. And that is just me. I'm just sharing my honest opinion here. I need to find the right way to tell this friend that I'm just not ready to do that yet. And you know what, you guys? It's okay that I'm not ready to go out and be with people yet. You have to listen to yourself. So if you get invites to do more things in public, listen to yourself. If you're feeling insecure and that feeling is big enough to bother you, then listen to it. Remember, we have these feelings. Sometimes we need to stop, be mindful. Why am I having this feeling? Listen to why you have it and respond. So I think that today's tool, actually, hint, is going to help me find the best way to tell this friend, thank you so much, but not yet. My other feeling, though, is this one. It is loved. I love feeling loved. I'm having this feeling because it felt actually really great to have somebody invite me to go hang out. And I've been just feeling really loved, getting lots of lovely emails from you guys, getting tons of appreciation. I don't know, I'm feeling loved. That's enough. How are you feeling? That's what I want to know. Now is the time for us to turn and talk to our beautiful family. Let's say how we're doing today. If you're by yourself, then take out your journal, write to yourself, explain why you feel your feelings today, and you can also open an email to me and let me know. And yeah, let's do that now. Go ahead and press pause and do that now. Okay, good job, guys. So we're back for another Tool Tuesday. We've learned so many beautiful tools. We've got our breathing tool in our toolbox. We've got our patience tool. Using that a lot, right, guys? We've got our taking time tool. We're taking lots of time in and away when we need to. We've got our courage tool. Oh my gosh, I've been turning my light on quite a bit. And this tool that we're going to learn today is another great one for you guys to have handy and for you guys to practice using. And it is called, oh well, don't worry, I've got my toolbox here. Let me grab out of my tool. It is called, well, actually here, let me show you what the tool is first. This is the tool for today's tool. What is that? It's a pencil. Why would I need a pencil in my toolbox? We will probably need a pencil to help us find the right words. Maybe write the right words, but find the right words, because today's tool is the using our words tool. I really enjoy this tool because it's one that I personally have to work on every day. The tagline is, I use the right words in the right way. And this one has quotes around write again for so many reasons. Yes, you write with a pencil, but also because you have to find what the right words are, and you have to know what is the right way to say those words. Sometimes not saying the words at all out loud is the right way. Maybe you say it in your head, but maybe you don't say it out loud. So there's a lot to go over with this tool. Using our words can be, when you do it the right way, can be a very powerful tool in your toolbox. It helps you get what you need. Sometimes it helps you get what you want. But also it can help you get rid of some of your worries, your concerns, or some of those insecure feelings like I'm having. I could very easily not use my words the right way when I communicate to my friend, like, not yet. But I think I'm going to think of the right words, and I'm going to find the right way to say it to her so that she, at the end of our conversation, feels very loved. So what are the right words, though? This is one that's really important, and I would say that so many of us, we misstep on what the right words might be. So I like to, and maybe you can actually do this with your whole family, I sometimes like to reflect on what the right words are, because there's a lot of words that are almost like off-limit words that we don't recognize. So what I thought we could do just for a second is, I've got Rory's whiteboard here again. I mean, he's so nice for always letting me use it. So I thought that we could I'll just show you some of the words. And if you've been in this lesson before, you've seen me do this before. You've seen me come up with these words before. But we're going to do it again because there's no such thing as too much practice on these tools. So I wrote up at the top, I wrote hurtful and I wrote helpful. A helpful word is what we would consider the right word. Now, helpful words are not always the kindest, most heartwarming words, but they're helpful. They're good to know. If a person is hurting you and you need to say, can you please stop it, that hurts, maybe that's not exactly what they want to hear in that moment, but it's good for them to know that when they pull your arm too hard, that hurts. Sometimes our friends say things to us that are really hurtful and they honestly don't know. They didn't think before they said what they said. And we could use hurtful words and we could say something like, you're mean, but actually a helpful thing to say could be something else like, I feel really sad when you say it like that. So, actually, let's put that as one of our examples. So for hurtful, rather than saying you're mean, you could use an I message. I feel when you. And if you guys don't know what an I message is, I think I'm going to talk about that a little bit tomorrow. But parents, if you don't know what an iMessage is, ask your kiddos because chances are they know what it is. Another one that I hear a lot is weird. And I know there's a lot of people out there who like being weird, but when people call other people weird, it's not in a kind way, it's often as a put down. And so I encourage people to not call themselves weird, even if they think that they are weird. I encourage you to say something more helpful, like, I'm unique. I'm totally special. I am the only me that there is in this world, because all of that is true and all of that is much more helpful and isn't going to come off as hurtful. So rather than saying weird, I actually like using the word interesting. I will say interesting a lot. So if there is something that maybe I think is different, I'll say, oh, wow, that's so interesting. And that's a much more helpful, kinder way than saying, wow, that's really weird. Come on. Let's see, what's another one? I've heard people say, I'm bored. Being bored is actually 100% okay. It's okay to feel bored. Bored is a natural feeling, and actually being bored, often you can come up with the most incredible creative things when you're bored. However, if you're on a play date, or if you're playing with your parents or your siblings, or somebody is sharing like their favorite game with you, and you say, I'm bored, or this is boring, that comes off as much more hurtful than helpful. So a more helpful way of saying it could be like, maybe we can play something else. Yeah. I think you guys get it. I'm going to put ... maybe we can play something else. Or, well, that was fun. Let's try something different. And then I think I'll just do one more. So like another, I would say, hurtful word that I do hear quite a bit. Oh no, my foot just fell asleep. Is the word hate. You might genuinely hate something. But that word is one of those words that can be really triggering. And when you say the word hate, it can feel really big for other people. And if, especially if you're talking about something like a movie or a book or a game or a person, like, you could say that to another person, and maybe you don't know that that person actually really enjoys the thing or the person that you're talking about. So it's important to not say those triggering words like hate. So rather than saying, I hate that, I mean, you can just easily change it to, I don't like that. It's just not as harsh. And in the end, you can kind of argue that these are probably the right words. And if you say it, these words, it's not going to feel like you're saying it in the right way. So maybe as a family, you guys can actually come up with your list of helpful and hurtful words. Actually, in classes in the past, when teachers have told me that students say a lot of the same hurtful words over and over again, the teachers will have me come in and we'll come up with an off-limits poster, off-limits words poster, and actually any student, anytime they hear something that is not uplifting and it's hurtful, they have the permission to go add that to the off-limits word poster, and the whole class would take the challenge of not using those words. They were forever off limits in the classroom. And so you guys as a family could come up with an off limits word if you want to, or off limits word poster. Wow, it's really long. If you want to, it does help family members or even just you come up with the right words. Obviously, the right way, it depends on you. How you're using your body language, how you're using your tone of voice. It sounds very different when you say something like, no thank you, versus no thank you. Two different messages. Maybe you use the right words, but oh no, they did not come out the right way. So this tool actually, I would say, I often use several tools along with using our words tool. I often will take time away when I'm having elevated or high angry feelings. I'll take time away, and then I'll also take time in, and I'll think to myself, like, how do I want this to sound? But the reason, forgot to explain this to you, the reason that a pencil is the tool for the using our words tool is because you want to almost write out the right words in your head first before you say them. You want to come up with the right words and brainstorm the right way that you want it to come out. And I really like that it's a pencil because so many of us as students and even just as adults, we will, if we're going to write something out, we'll use a pencil to start because we know that we're probably going to make mistakes. We might not like the way it sounds the first time we write it, so we're going to erase it and we're going to try over again. And so the reason it's not a pen is because we have to anticipate that we're probably not going to say it in our heads perfectly the right time or the right way every single time. We're probably going to write out the words in our head, but then stop, and we're probably going to need to erase it and try again because we're all human. And we sometimes do think things like, I'm bored, I hate that, that's weird, you're mean. But we know that we want to erase that and rewrite how we're going to say it the right way. How about we try playing something different? I don't really like that. Oh no, I'm personally more of a dog person. I feel really sad when you say stuff like that. So if we always said exactly what was on our mind, chances are we would get into far more conflicts. We probably wouldn't have that many friends, to be honest. And we wouldn't feel good about ourselves. So the using our words tool is so incredibly beautiful and powerful and great to keep in your toolbox because it's one that anytime you need to say something and you're just not exactly sure how you want to say it, you just say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to use my using my words tool. I'm going to take out my pencil. I'm going to write it out first in my head. What is it that I'm trying to say? Okay, would I want to hear that? Would I want to hear my friends say that to me? Would I want my parents to say that to me or my siblings? If not, I'm going to erase it and I'm going to rewrite it in my head again. That feels like the right words. How can I say it the right way? So obviously with this tool, like I said, you're probably going to be taking lots of time, being very patient with yourself when you have something really big to say. But also sometimes, you guys, we say the wrong words and we might stop ourselves and come up with the right words and try again. And you can just say to your head, like, you know what, I need to use my using my words tool. I need to find the right words and I need to say it in the right way. So I want you guys to practice this. I think it can be a really hard tool, if I'm being honest. I still really struggle with this. I sometimes let words come out of my mouth before I even think to rewrite them before they come out, because I am human too. In fact, I should have used my words yesterday more than once. And so this is something that we practice forever in our lives. But maybe just for right now, what your family can do to help support each other, you guys can come up with maybe like some helpful and some hurtful words that you guys have heard, or come up with a list of hurtful words you've heard around the home and then change them into helpful words. Kind of practice that with each other. Like, okay, how can we say that but in a more helpful way, in the right way? And then for the journal today, I am doing kind of like a drawing. So I think about a person in your life who you would like to say something important to. And so for me, I chose my friend. And so what I did was just I drew a picture of me telling my friend, like sending her all of my love. and saying the right words. I brainstormed what was the right way to say it, and then I wrote it out. Like, thank you so much for inviting me. I can't wait to see you. I just don't personally feel like I'm ready right now, but I miss you and I love you so much, and I know that we'll get to see each other soon. I feel like if I say that to her, she's going to feel the love. But I know that, I needed that time to brainstorm, and I needed that time to sit and come up with the right words, and think exactly how I want to say it to her in the right way. So just practice that. This is kind of a harder tool in my opinion, so we're going to definitely work on this tomorrow for Work On It Wednesday. So if it's still a little confusing to you, don't worry, don't sweat it. Give yourself a break. Just practice. Maybe all you do today is come up with what are some of the hurtful things that you've been hearing around the house, and then turn them into helpful or the right ways to say it. And if you want, you can answer that journal prompt. But tomorrow, we'll work a little bit more on what are some of the specific things that you can do to help you rewrite things in your head or think before you speak. I gave you a little hint about tomorrow. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for working on this tool with me. Have a great, beautiful Tuesday. It's really nice outside today, so get some outdoor time today. And stay happy. Please stay healthy. I'll see you guys tomorrow.